San Francisco is a place where people say yes. It's about making things happen. There's not a lot of kind of entrenched establishment that holds you back. If you see a problem or have an idea, and you talk to 10 people, 10 people will tell you to go for it.
Information technology space, all you need is a computer and bandwidth and a coffee machine, and you can create your company. But you see them, there's 20 people in a warehouse trying to start it. And this is happening all over here. And it's a magnet now for entrepreneurs around the world, because it's much more exciting if you're an entrepreneur to be around other entrepreneurs.
I travel all over the world on business, and I love coming home to San Francisco and calling San Francisco home. It's a global community, it's a diverse community, it's free thinking, and people don't accept the status quo. And I think that plants the seeds for the type of innovation that we thrive on.
I do believe there is a culture of we can change the world. And I think that there's a sense of freedom. There's a sense of freedom that no matter who you want to be and what you believe, that you have a right to do and be and do that here.
San Francisco and Silicon Valley has always been about going west to work on a really big idea.
I think that's something unique about San Francisco, is that people are willing to share. Some of that great fear of starting something new dissipates when you're in San Francisco, because there's an attitude that's distinctly different from anywhere else I've lived in the world.
So people always ask us, where do we think is the next Silicon Valley? Is it New York? Is it Austin? Is it Boston? Turns out it's just an hour north from Palo Alto.
This whole of the IT industry really started from the hippies down at Stanford. And what that meant is that what was important was that you had good friends, you worked as a group and a community, and if you made money, that was good, but it wasn't the alpha and the omega, right? It was a secondary thing.
I really think our biggest asset and the thing that people kind of most is San Francisco is known for its people, the creativeness around it, the attitude that we have here, that we carry ourselves. And so some of the best minds and some of the people who will have the most interesting ideas will come to San Francisco to, one, see if it works and what the other creative minds do in reaction to that.
I think what's really exciting about San Francisco is that it's full of people who are lifelong learners. And so there are people constantly looking for new ideas, trying to learn what could be the new next solution, whether it's a social enterprise or a for-profit enterprise.
I think the mindset here is again this optimism, this willingness to tackle the biggest, messiest problems, and really the ability to fail at it. And I think that combination is really powerful. You know, both the fact that you know you can do it, but also the fact that you know it's okay to try and fail here.
Well, I think we're younger. We have a less history of the way things are done, and so we can try new ideas and new approaches that the East Coast and other parts of the country are, more traditional, more standard, more set in their ways.
You know, there's no magic to it except that the talent's here. We have a lot of innovative spirits. Entrepreneurs want to be next to each other. The employee workforce that's located here for some years have been the real big attraction for the innovative companies that want to locate here.
I think to do what we do and to innovate, having that knowledge sharing between other technology companies, with the scientific community and the thriving arts culture is critical to what we do.
I think the biggest reason is that there's a support network here. There's mentorship. There's a lot of people who are going through the same thing that you're going through. And it's a challenge, but there's people who are in that challenge with you.
Anybody who's coming out of school and wants to start a business or get exposed to how they would start a business in the future, this town will give you the blueprint for that.
I would be unabashed in telling people, young people from anywhere, that you can live out your dreams here. You can go for it here, and you won't be alone. I mean, there are other people who will join forces with you, and you can get it done here.
Well, if you have an interest in technology, you are going to find more kindred spirits in the San Francisco area than you're going to find anywhere else. You're also going to find the most interesting opportunities in the most interesting, innovative companies on the earth.
The talent that I can attract is the number one determinant of whether we're successful or not and how successful we become. And so if I couldn't attract the best and brightest, then I would be at a competitive disadvantage. So we're at a total competitive advantage being based here in San Francisco.
All the services you need to build a great company are in San Francisco. San Francisco for technology is a one-stop shop.
The other thing which makes us very special is this idea that we're a magnet for entrepreneurs of all types. That people, maybe because we're on the edge of the world, right, the edge of the tectonic plate, we can't get much further out than San Francisco. If you can't make it in San Francisco, there's nowhere else to go, right? So they come here.